Yo man, only God knows what time is it, but I just needed to come out here and run. And excuse me for this, but you know, this is the sports field over here, and I just need to be very cautious where am I stepping, because I just do not want to fall off. Brothers and sisters, I wanted to talk to you about Nofap and energies and all that shit, because brothers and sisters, I need you to understand something. And yeah, I just simply have to check the road too, because otherwise I will maybe fall off or something like that. Everyone is talking about that, hey man, like you will be doing Nofap and you will have this huge amount of energy and this high energy level. And brother, that's true, but I need to tell you something partly. Checking the road. This is not only with the energy. With Nofap not only coming energy, but there is also coming responsibility. Let me stand on that. Checking the road. Sorry for this BS thing, but I didn't really want to fall off. And I really cannot stop because I've been running. So the point over here, brothers and sisters, is that not only you will have this heightened amount of energy, but you will also have this responsibility that you will have to bear with this energy. So for example, today, I just really woke up, and since I've been waking up, I felt like, bro, like I felt like kind of a very super bad depression, because I felt like I'm wasting my time. And after that I started doing what I'm doing all the time, where I'm feeling sad and low and blue and so on and so forth, and eventually what I'm doing anyways, I started doing my workout. This is the second part that I will be talking about in this video, which is super damn important. And so after that, throughout my workout session, I realized that, man, in my damn business, like I can cut 2 damn steps, which means that I will not have to make with one client around like 2 or 3 calls, and it will be like completely automatized, and the whole freaking system just popped out outside of my head. Checking the road, sorry for this. And so what happened is that after that I just simply had this huge amount of energy that, man, like I really need to put this whole thing together today. And so since that I've been just like, man, let's just work on this thing, and I've been just working all day long. And after that I've been making the calls what I've planned on for today, and many times, or I would say mostly, I'm not doing these many things because it is just simply splitting my attention, and attention is your most important resource, especially if you're an entrepreneur. And so brothers and sisters, it was around 8 p.m. or 8:30 or 9, hell knows, bro, and I just felt like, bro, like I didn't run today, and I've been on a 90 days running streak I've been talking about yesterday. And I was like, man, like I need to come out here to run. And in the very beginning, I felt consciously and subconsciously too, the urge that I just simply need to come out here and get that thing done, because I'm on the streak. I guess you maybe know the streak from Duolingo or something, but this is like a super darn, checking the road, super darn hard, you know, thing to give up, because man, like I've been struggling with this shit, and I will not be giving this thing up. This is not like Duolingo, I do swear to run every single day. This is harder shit, bro. And so I was like, man, like I'll have to get this shit done. And I just came out here and I ran like 20 rounds, and out of that 20 rounds, I would say 15, it was 17 or 18, but I would consider 15, which was proper intervals, which means that 100-meter sprints, you know, like 100 fucking meter sprints in the dark. I was like running and shouting, and I was like, man, like motherfucker, I felt like, bro, I cannot stop. And now I'm still feeling that I cannot stop, and I just simply have to get back home and finish up the things that I've been blessed to comprehend, all the lessons and all the iterations that I'm blessed to comprehend regarding to my system in my business. And the thing that I really wanted to talk to you about after I'm setting you up this story, this initial story, is that if you do not have something to do with this energy, then you will feel fucking depressed. And even worse, you will not feeling depressed, but you will have this huge aggression and energy that is like masculine, raw masculine energy, you know? Raw masculine energy looks like this. You have fucking something in your hands and you want to like push the shit out of it. It's like you want someone to beat you. You want a wild freaking beast, like a wild wicked dog or something, to fight with him, or like a bear, so you can just, you know, like fight with him. Like this is masculine energy, bro, and we all do fucking have that. And so the actual shit over here with this thing is that it is easy, you know, if you're checking out, it's like done, it's like out. If you're watching TV and you know, like getting your mind distracted with something, you're just like putting away from this energy, then you're like, man, like you can stay away with that. You can stay away with that. But if you're doing Nofap and if you're doing semen retention, and if you're fucking serious about this thing, then I do swear to you that if you're sitting still, you cannot sit still, because you have this feeling that you will have to fucking do something, because this is the huge energy flow inside of you. And this is your responsibility, brother. It's like you will just simply have to do something. And so if you're not finding this channel, then you will find, then this is what I'm finding, at least. This is just an observation of mine. And please tell me if you do have this thing too. It's like, man, if I'm not finding a place where I can just get out this huge amount of energy and obviously aggression, then I'm just fucking torturing myself, bro. It's like, I just simply, oops, this is why I'm checking this road. And so what I'm doing over here, what I'm realizing is that if I'm not getting this energy out of myself, and if I'm not giving this aggression out of myself, then I'm torturing myself, bro. Then I'm just very much like torturing myself, and I'm just finding my way, like, you know, like running the miles despite of I feeling super bad, you know, like doing like freaking hardcore 2-3 hour workout sessions, and just like punishing myself with cold showers. You know, it's like I'm doing the cold showers partly because this is good for you, but like there are some days when I'm just like doing that because of the streak, and also because of, you know, like I just need to cool myself down somehow. It's like I just simply need to find peace of mind somewhere. And so, bro, I'm telling to you that this shit is super damn important. This shit is super damn important, and you might not be considering this, but be aware of this, bro. Be aware of this. And before this, when I was younger, when I was still in my teens and would say switched to my 20s, I was more like, you know, like party, and give this thing out with people, you know, like going out there and socializing and so on and so forth, and just giving this whole thing out, because I pretty much all the time had this huge energy. And by the way, I realized today that I started experimenting with Nofap since 7 fucking years ago. 7 fucking years ago, bro. That's a lot of fucking time. That's a lot of fucking time. So I would say, like, since 7 years, I'm trying to be more and more conscious with my sexual energies. And throughout my previous years, and especially by the end of my teens, I was like super energetic all the time. It's like, party, go to this place, go to that place, party. I was a DJ, you know, like many days, bro. My part of the life is over there, but I've been DJing, you know. I wasn't like a big one, but I've been DJing like big house parties and like little clubs for like 100 people, and, you know, like secret parties, and also parties which weren't the most legal throughout COVID. I can talk about this now because hopes I will not get into jail for this shit, but bro. I had that energy all the time, and so since I do not party that much, I just simply have to find a way. It's like, man, like, whew, I have to do something, and now my something is working out and business. And you can see, like, I have to fucking work out 2 hours a day to get rid of this fucking aggression, because otherwise, now I'm home and I'm still spending a few days or maybe a few weeks here in home, because here's fucking silence, and the best thing is that my mom is cooking for me, delicious. And since I'm eating 1 meal a day, and there are many days when you just simply, you know, 1 meal a day, and, you know, like by the end of the day, you're getting like paralyzed, and I would say like out of your mind because of hunger, and you start rushing and eating everything together. And this way I know that like mom is putting something proper together to me, and so on and so forth. So the point over here being is that big story time, that you just simply have to channel that fucking energy to somewhere. You just simply have to channel that fucking energy somewhere, bro. And so this is also why I'm sticking so much with working out every single day. The very first thing, and this is the thing that I mentioned earlier in this video, is that with working out, you can give this thing out. But more importantly, if you're starting your day with working out, then you will teach to yourself, and you will teach to your mind, having this huge fucking energy, not to jump from activity to activity, but to get some shit done. And so if you're getting some shit done, you're teaching to your brain, and not only teaching, but reinforcing and reinforcing and reinforcing, checking the road, that you can get the dopamine the hard fucking way. And so if you're teaching to your brain and reinforcing and pushing it inside your freaking circuits, that, hey man, this is how you're supposed to be getting the dopamine. It's not by watching pornography, by gaming, by all this BS, but by fucking doing the hard shit. If I'm starting my days, oops, can you see? If I'm starting my day with working out, I'm like, man, like I finished something. Like this is, and you're not only reinforcing, but there are some days when like there are so many things that you haven't been able to process. And this is why, by the way, I'm doing only a few things throughout the day, and this is why I'm living like a monk. There are like so many unmade decisions inside your head that you're like, man, like you're just like freezing or like out of place, and you just do not really want to do anything. And by the way, this is why I'm realized too, is that the more resentful I am, the more unprocessed information I do have in the back of my mind, and the more unmade decisions I do have in my life, the more uncertain, the more unconfident, so on and so forth I am. And so if I'm teaching to my brain every single day, or myself, that, hey man, like this is how you're supposed to be doing shit. It is not fun. Fuck wants to run in the, 1, 2 or minus degrees out there, and especially like, can you do you want to run in these circumstances? Like I couldn't see shit, bro. Like I do swear to God, like I couldn't see shit. I was like, God, please don't let me fall. And I've been fortunate I wasn't falling, because I've been doing some crazy shit in like half an hour ago. And so you're just simply teaching to yourself that, man, like this is how you're supposed to be leaning with this energy. It's like, don't start something else up until the point that you haven't been able to finish up something. And so this is how you go, and this is how you are teaching to yourself that, bro, like this is the way. This is how you're supposed to be properly behaving, and so on and so forth. And so by reinforcing this thing to yourself, you're also teaching to yourself how to channel this freaking masculine energy. Whether you believe it or not, I'm posting videos about 1 year streak. And I'm afraid that that's way more than 1 year. That's way more than 1 year. And so if you want to know how you can really retain, how can you make your semen to be retended, please help me with this expression though, then you need to really find something. And I really thought to myself that, bro, like if you're feeling this aggression, feeling that you want to, like punch someone in the face, this kind of a masculine aggression and energy, you have to come out here and run. Now I'm super calm and confident and all that shit, but like 1 hour ago I was like, like you didn't really want to meet me because I was like in beast mode. It's like, get out of my fucking way because I'm running, motherfuckers. It's like, no, I'm not cute, I'm not kind, I'm not nice. It's like, man, get the fuck out of my way because I am going. It's like, like I go. It's like, get the fuck out of my way. And so if you can really find that energy and channel that thing into something, then you will be unstoppable. You will be unstoppable. But be careful, bro, because that thing can destroy you too. You can find yourself very, very, very badly punishing yourself. And by the end of the day, to close off this video, because I really have to still work on my shit today. This whole journey is about experiencing and learning and understanding yourself. Whether you believe it or not, but the most painful and most shitty and so on and so forth moments are the best for your personal development. And you will not learn from fucking books. Obviously, you will learn books, and I'm someone who is telling to you this, who is pretty much reading every day. And I've had very hardcore reading seasons throughout my life. And I love fucking reading. That you will not be learning shit from books if you're not about yourself. You will learn about science, you will learn about facts, but if you want to learn yourself, then you will have to get to the places that are uncomfortable. And this is the finishing thought for today, and please fucking confront this shit. Love.